Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video we are going to do like a vlog almost. We're going to do a day in the life, a productive day type of thing. I have a bunch of stuff on my to-do list to do today. This is very orange. I just put this on. I've never worn it before. It's very orange. I don't have any face makeup on, so don't mind the rest of this face. But I've got a full to-do list, and normally I like to start my day, oh my god, Willie's going nuts. Normally I like to start my day with like kind of looking it over, because I usually try to make it on Sundays. I do have a few things to add to it that I thought of between the time I went to sleep last night and now. So I'm gonna add to it, and then we're going to hop into accomplishing the to-do list. I was outside with my plants this morning. I let the dog out. Went outside with my plants. My cucumbers had so many like of those little green like cabbage worms, those little green whatever they are. They're ruining my life. I've already put 7 dust all over the plants, so I'm gonna have to put it out there again, but it's supposed to rain for like 3, 4, 5, a billion days right now in Florida. Like just like every day my weather app says rain, 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 rain. So I don't really know what to do at this exact moment, but I am gonna at least go out there and pick off all of the caterpillars. I'm not kidding you, there was at least 20, but they were like babies. They were absolutely like just inhabiting my cucumber plants, and now I need to go around all my other plants too and make sure they're not back on all of those other plants, because I'll cry. I will really cry. So I'm gonna go over my to-do list, probably hop outside before the rain comes hopefully, and grab some of those little caterpillars off my freaking plants. And of course little William will be along for the ride. My shirt, if you are wondering, is from TJ Maxx. I got it in a extra large because that's the only size they had, and it was on sale for like $5 or something, so had to have it. All right, let's see what's on my to-do list today. Okay, so I've always said that this house is haunted. And I'm sitting here by myself with Willie, and Willie's literally on my lap. You can hear him chewing his bone. Reed just left for a minute, and I can hear our bedroom door creaking. I'm telling you, I don't know if a ghost follows me or like a spirit or what it is. It never like does anything, but it does weird things like this, or like we hear weird noises or like weird things like this. But let me tell you, it just freaked me out for a second. Yeah, I don't know, it's really strange, because in our last house too, there was definitely like a ghost or a spirit or something in there too, and I don't know if it like follows me, because he's never had like any consistent issues with like spirits or anything. I have always had ghosts everywhere I've lived, so I'm thinking it's me. I don't know what about it is me. I don't even have an idea of what spirit would be with me, like someone like that I know that has passed, like I don't know, but it's weird. Okay, anyway, all right, so I have quite a large to-do list. I have got to, whoa, where are we? I have got to meal plan for the week. I have an order to pick up at Ulta. I have a mountain rather, of laundry. My floors are in desperate need of being vacuumed and mopped. I need to trim up my basil plant. It's got like a bunch of little flowers on it, so I need to trim all the flowers off. I have an order at Home Depot to go pick up. Well, I have 2 separate orders, but I'm hoping they'll be ready at the same time. I placed them both last night, so I've got to do groceries. I don't think I'm going to be able to do pickups. I'm going to have to go in and grab my stuff because I haven't meal planned yet. So I want to do a hydrating mask on my skin tonight at some point just because my face has been abnormally dry. I like to fill out my months for my planner ahead of time, like probably around now. And so I'm going to fill out my June month and then my bank. So my bank is kind of weird, I guess. So I still have my bank account up in New Hampshire. For those of you that don't know, that's where I'm from. That's where I moved to Florida from. And I do shared branching at another credit union. But the lobby has been closed and you can't do shared branching through the, hold on, I'll get it. Oh my God. Okay, there you go. I lost bone. You can't do shared branching through the drive-through for whatever reason. They let me do it once because like they know me and I'm there literally like several times a week, but technically I'm not supposed to, and I don't like to like put people in a situation where they have to break the rules because I don't like to break the rules. So I haven't been to the bank since all of this started, like since this entire fiasco has started. So I'm hoping to go to the bank today. I drove by the other day and there was more than just like one car in the parking lot, which was a good sign to me. So I don't know. I'm hoping the lobby is open again and I can go deposit some money. Anyway. So then I have this like BT stuff and then the 7 Dust on my veggies. Oops. Hopefully before the rain comes, and I'm gonna also pick off the caterpillars off first. I want to wipe all the surfaces down in the house, and then I want to declutter my shoes. I'm going out to my cousin's graduation tomorrow. Yay! It's her like 8th grade little graduation, step up graduation or whatever, and she loves all my old shoes and clothes. So I'm gonna declutter my shoes and bring those up. I'm gonna clean out my car first, and then I'm gonna load my car with like her gift and then all the stuff I'm getting rid of because I have a big bucket of Christmas decorations to give to them too. Really busy day, so we are just going to get started. I've got my hydro flask filled with coffee, and yeah, I'm gonna probably throw a load of laundry in and then hop outside so that the laundry's going while I'm doing other things. Yeah, let's go. So I've been beginning all of the mornings by opening up all of the blinds throughout the house, as you saw earlier in some clips. I do a quick tidy of the nightstands and any clothes we have lying around, and then I jump into making the bed. Usually I will do this before I shower and get ready for my day, but today was a little bit backwards, but I still did manage to make my bed. I've been trying to do this every single morning, and it just helps me have a better and more productive day when I walk into the bedroom and see that it's entirely clean. I've been spraying the Clorox antibacterial spray on it every single morning when I make the bed, and it just helps it smell clean, and of course it makes it feel a lot fresher and less germs all over it. So now I'm going to start some of my loads of laundry. I have a lot of laundry to do throughout the entire day, but I'm just starting a load now so that it can run while I accomplish a few other things I need to do around the house this afternoon. So now I am outside and I'm going through all of my cucumber plants and flipping over every single leaf to look underneath each and every one of them to see where those little cabbage worms are hiding and pick them off. and this is a very time-consuming process, but I have already lost my cucumber plants twice this season to these little wonderful cabbage worms, so I'm really trying to prevent them from ruining my plants all over again. Later on in the video, you'll see I go through the rest of my garden, but for now I'm just starting with the cucumbers because these were the most worst off plants in my garden at this point. So now I am looking over the rest of my garden here. Right now I'm looking through the zucchini leaves, doing the same thing that I did to the cucumbers. I will move on to some of the green beans just to make sure they're not in there. They don't seem to like my green bean plants, so I haven't had to worry very much, but I will move over from those into my squash plants and check on my sunflowers as well. Okay, so I just took all of the little cabbage worm things off of my plants. I'm going to attempt to use this stuff. I used 7 dust powder the first time, and it really did really well for the first, I don't know, I had it on there for probably like a month, and then I don't know, all of these caterpillars came back, so I don't know if I have to reapply 7 dust, but it's kind of really dangerous and poisonous and scary, so I'm gonna try to use this stuff first. If you guys have any other helpful hints for getting rid of like cabbage worms or like little green caterpillars, I don't know what their official term is, I am not a professional gardener, but if you have any idea of how to get rid of them or like make them stop coming, because I'm tired of having them ruin my life. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments below, and I'm gonna attempt to use this BT stuff. I don't know, what is it really called? Biological insecticide, Thuricide BT, caterpillar control. I'm thinking this is gonna be like perfect, so hopefully this is where it's at. So it's a little later in the afternoon now. We had to go out to the stores and pick up those online orders I talked about earlier. I did have footage of me going and picking up my online orders on another digital camera that I have, but all of the files were corrupt, and I tried to convert them to a different file and it still wasn't working. So I'm going to have to mess around with the other camera, but my big camera had died at that point, so I was just trying to make do with what I had, and it didn't end up working out. So it is later on in the afternoon. I picked up both of my online orders from Home Depot and Ulta. So I'm just transplanting some plants into their new homes and making my cousin's last graduation gift, which is this plant you're seeing me pot right now. honestly, does anybody else feel like folding the laundry is the only awful part about doing laundry? I can wash and move a bunch of loads of laundry, but when it comes to actually physically folding it, I literally feel like I'm in agony because of how much I despise it. I can't be the only one. I would rather have it already folded and put away a million pieces of clothing than have to fold each and every one. I don't know why, but that's just like my chore that I absolutely do not enjoy doing. So now it is about, I want to say 2 mornings later in this clip. I had to go to my cousin's graduation on Tuesday, so I believe this is Wednesday. I started filming on Monday. On Monday, after you saw me finish folding some of the laundry, we went to Reed's mother's house for dinner that evening, which I did try to get some clips of, but again, the files were corrupt, so very sad. But here I'm just meal planning out our week so that I can go and do groceries before I work later on this evening. So now that I have been able to meal prep and go to the grocery store, I am making that little BT solution for all of the little green caterpillar cabbage worms that are on my plants so that I can spray it a little later this afternoon before I head off to work. Yes, it is that time again. I have more laundry to fold, which it just never seems like it ended. Thankfully, while I was gone on Tuesday, Reed did fold his part of the laundry, but because I'm so particular about how I put things in my drawers and fold my clothing, he just left it out there for me, which was totally fine and not a big deal because, like I said, I am pretty particular in how I store my clothing, probably because I have so much of it that it has to go into the drawers a certain way for it to fit and the drawers to close. So now it is a little bit later in the evening on Wednesday. We've both come and gone to work. We are home now and it is about, I want to say probably 10 o'clock at this point, and we are cooking dinner, which is totally our usual because we work usually till 9 or 10, on the weekends 11. We both work at the same restaurant together, so our schedules are pretty in sync. Just unpacking some things that I got at the store that I didn't unpack earlier and switching out some Airwick essential oil diffuser things I have throughout the house while dinner cooks. And then I did have a Sephora package come in today while I was at work, so I will be showing you guys what I got in that package as well. So now that dinner is over, it is time to wipe all of the surfaces and kind of declutter. I've got a lot going on the counters right now. I just never feel like I have enough storage for anything ever. But it's time to clear them off and get my kitchen and living room looking like normal little living spaces again. Reed did put the dishes in the dishwasher that were all in the sink and from dinner. There's just a few left over, so I will hand wash those later on. But he already did that, so a huge thank you to him for doing that for me. So it was one less thing I had to do. So the last thing that I'm going to be doing is vacuuming all of the floors, the living room, and the kitchen. I did want to mop, but it's so late. It's about 1 in the morning at this point, and since our work week starts on Wednesday for both of us, I don't like to get off to a start of where I'm staying up late and sleeping in, because then I'm losing time during my day before I go to work at this point in my week. So I won't be mopping them. They really don't need to be, but I thoroughly enjoy mopping, as crazy as that sounds. And so any chance I get, I just love to do it. And I feel like, hey, if I'm vacuuming, I might as well be mopping as well, because it doesn't take too long. We don't live in like a huge, ginormous house. But at this point, it was so late. So I just ended up vacuuming, putting away the last of the clothes. Yes, it has taken me about 3 days to fold all of that laundry, but that is typical for me because, like I said, I absolutely loathe folding laundry. Alright you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you like this little vlog, get it all done with me type style video that I uploaded. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next from me. I'm thinking a outdoor backyard overhaul, like a remodel type thing, decorating. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!